everyone, this is Tom and Oscar from Team Exalted again with another reveal and review, and today we have a Worlds Collide deck.
This deck is for Toby Quinn, another Team Exalted member. Let's see what's inside.
Now these packs, they come, let's flip that over. So we have a Untamed, Shadows, Star Alliance, the dubious Queen of Lasership. Wow.
Very excited to see how Shadows turns out with Star Alliance and Untamed, because if you can get a Psy Officer Morpheus with a Ronnie Wristclocks, that can be very useful.
Yeah, super impactful. Stealing all that amber. Okay, here we go. Let's get started.
We are starting off with Shadows. An Avinder, 4 power, no armor, Reap. Deal 1 damage to a creature. If this damage destroys that creature, your opponent discards a random card from their hand. Very good if you have a bad penny.
Yep. Nice pairing, nice synergy there. Oh, two of
Two
those.
of those, so you can keep on bouncing back the bad penny.
Not something I manage to get to fire all the time, but a lot of fun when it does.
Hit and run. Deal 2 damage to a creature. Return a friendly creature to your hand. Very good if you have a Ronnie Wristclocks. Hugger Mugger, Elusive, 3 power, no armor. Play, capture 1. Then, if your opponent has more forged keys than you, steal 1. A J-Vinder, very good. With the A-Vinders, 2 power, no armor. Elusive, Reap, deal 1 damage to a creature. If this damage destroys that creature, steal 1. Chimera Eclipse, play, shuffle each flank creature into its owner's deck.
Can be a fantastic card, this, used in the right way.
Two of those. We now have our first Amber Pip. Pestering Blow. Play, deal 1 damage to a creature and enrage it.
Enrage is a mechanic I don't think gets used too heavily, or I don't think it's found its home yet.
We have a Trust No One. Play, steal 1. If there are no friendly creatures in play, instead, steal 1 amber for each house represented among creatures in play. A Fidget, 2 power, no armor. Elusive, Reap. Discard a random card from your hand, opponent's archives, or the top card of their deck. If that card is an action, play it as if it were yours.
Great action if you can get it to stick to the board.
We have a Skeleton Key, our first artifact. Action, a friendly creature captures 1.
Great for pushing people up over that 6 amber.
And I believe this was the last card. And we have a leader, the Shadow Council, 3 power, no armor, Elusive. While the Shadow Council is in the center of your battle line, it gains action steal 2.
Fantastic. Nice to see a leader.
Now we're on to Star Alliance. 2 power, no armor, Chief Engineer Walls, Elusive. Play, fight, Reap. You may return an upgrade or robot card from your discard pile to your hand.
Well, we have no upgrades or robots in Shadows there.
Com Officer Kirby, 3 power, no armor, play, fight, Reap. You may play a non-Star Alliance artifact, upgrade or action card this turn.
Love Com Officer Kirby. So much utility out of him.
We have a Commander Chan, 4 power, no armor, fight, Reap. Use another friendly creature. Our first robot to bounce back, we have Explorer, 3 power, no armor, Skirmish. Explorer may be played as an upgrade instead of a creature with the text, this creature gains Skirmish. Now what I would like to know, when this is in your discard pile, can you count Explorer as an upgrade?
Oh, that's a good question, isn't it?
Because with Chief Engineer Walls, it doesn't matter because it's a robot as well, but there's something that says return an upgrade. Does Explorer count?
I guess if you're thinking about a transporter platform, for example, it counts as an upgrade at that point because it was played as an upgrade, so it would bounce back to your hand. So,
but do you think because it says creature here, it's only a creature?
I guess it depends, doesn't it? We'll have to find out. If anyone knows, feel free to let us know in the comments.
The second one of those, a Lieutenant Karkar, 5 power, no armor, taunt, and hazardous 3.
Great taunt, especially with that hazardous.
We have a Psi Officer King Can, 2 power, no armor, elusive. After a player chooses an active house which matches no cards in play, steal one.
And there he is, sat next to Lieutenant Kirkout, which is probably his best place in the battle line. Can give him that hazardous 3 himself and taunted.
Now we have Censored Chief Garcia, 3 power, no armor. Play Fight Reap. Keys cost +2 during your opponent's next card. Great if you can put it next to a Lieutenant Karkar with an Explo Rover on there.
Yeah. Skirmish on that would be fantastic because you get that up key cost and then the 3 damage you can lay out. Lovely.
We have a stealth mode. Our first Amber Pip in Star Alliance. Play. Your opponent cannot play action cards on their next turn. It's just like the Scrambler Storm on our last video that we did. Better go watch that if you haven't seen it yet. Psi Officer Morpheus, 2 power, 1 armor. After you play a creature with a play effect, trigger its play effect and an additional time. Bad thing we don't have Ronnie wrist clocks, but we could have Hugger Mugger with that. We have a Tech Evor Pulpate, 5 power, no armor. After a player chooses an active house, destroy each artifact of that house. Now I have just realised if you play a Com Officer Kirby or a Censored Chief Garcia while Psi Officer Morpheus count is out, you can play 2 out of house cards and make your opponent's keys cost +4.
Yep, it's pretty incredible. The synergy in Star Alliance is amazing.
And now we have a second Amber Pip in Star Alliance, King Can's Blaster. It is an upgrade. This creature gains Fight Reap. You may deal 2 damage to a creature or attach King Can's Blaster to Psi Officer King Can. After you attach King Can's Blaster to Psi Officer King Can, you may archive a creature in play. Very good if you have damaged creatures out.
Yep, and that's the last Star Alliance card, I believe.
Oh, we're on to Untamed with a Maverick Gargantus Scrapper.
Oh, wow.
3 power, no armor, an alpha. Play if you have 3 amber or more, deal 3 damage to an enemy creature. Very interesting that we have a Maverick Brognar.
Yeah, especially in Untamed. And for those that don't know, alpha means that this must be the first card you play on a turn, otherwise you cannot play it.
And we have a Key Charge, one of the best key cheats in the game. Play. Lose 1 amber. If you do, you may forge a key at current cost. We have a Rostnora Fight, destroy an artifact. That artifact had an amber bonus, you gain that much amber.
Well, it's always nice to have a little bit of artifact control.
Only problem I'm seeing here is that we have a key charge and only 3 amber pips in total.
So far.
Yeah, only 3 cards in though. We have an Unsuspecting Prey. Play, deal 2 damage to up to 3 undamaged creatures.
Fantastic for killing the little things, but also great for popping wards.
We finally have our first Amber Pip in Untamed, Camouflage. Creatures not on a flank cannot fight this creature. Oh, and we have a Flaxia, 4 power, no armor. Play, gain 2 amber if you control more creatures than your opponent. We have a Fogbank, second Amber Pip. Play, your opponent cannot use creatures to fight on their next turn. We have G-Buck, 5 power, no armor, destroyed. Discard the top card of your deck. If it is a creature, after G-Buck leaves play, put that creature into play in G-Buck's position in the battle line.
It's a very interesting card.
Don't want to be discarding that key charge though.
No. Good point.
The Low Dawn, an amber pip on it. Play. If there are 3 or more untamed creatures in your discard pile, gain 2 amber. Shuffle each untamed creature from your discard pile into your deck. Very good if you can shuffle that Flaxia back in.
Yeah. Great for recurring.
Oh, we have Mimicry. When you play this card, treat it as a copy of an action card in your opponent's discard pile. I'm surprised this isn't a play effect.
This is a fantastic card, especially if someone does, for example, an interdimensional graft on you and you've got this in hand, you can just interdimensional graft them back, TMTP, there's a whole ton of fantastic actions you can use this against.
I am wondering why it isn't a play effect though on Mimicry.
Well, it is. It says when you play this card.
Well, now we have a second one which can be amazing.
2 Mimicries, that is amazing. And this is the last card.
A Vine Apple Tree. There's a lot of amber control in this deck. Amber pip on it. Keys cost +1 for each growth counter on Vine Apple Tree. After a key is forged, remove each growth counter from Vine Apple Tree. Action. Put a growth counter on Vine Apple Tree.
This can be a problem for yourself, this card, at times, but it needs careful play to affect your opponent. So, how many amber pips have we got here, Oscar? It seems pretty low.
Only 7, I believe. Not too much. Just the amount to pull off a key charge. Not too good. But I think the Flaxias with the Low Dawns can be amazing.
How many creatures have we got in Untamed there to fire that Low Dawn off with? We've got the
only 4.
2, 3, 4 creatures, yeah. So that Low Dawn might not fire that often, but at least it does still shuffle. Even if there are less than 3 in your discard, it still gets those creatures back into your deck. The 2 Mimicries, I think, are fantastic here. They really, really can have some great utility for you.
I'm glad to see a Maverick Gargantua Scrapper. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and the Fog Bank can be great for stopping your opponent, destroying your board with fighting while you get a presence built up.
Now, what I've also noticed is that Cyphers Amorphis can double Gargantua Scrappers and Flaxia's effect.
Oh, fantastic.
So you can gain 4 amber from Flaxia and deal 6 damage with Gargantua Scrapper.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. How many creatures have we got with play effects that can double up with that Morpheus? So, as you say, you've got the Flaxia and you've got the Gargantua Scrapper. We have plenty in Star Alliance here because you have the Com Officer Kirby and the Chief Engineer Walls. This can be fantastic for recurring stuff.
We have 6 creatures with play effects in total.
Yep. Oh, and the Hugger Mugger as well.
To capture 2 amber and steal 2 if your opponent has more forged keys.
That's fantastic. There's always a lot of synergy in Star Alliance, I feel. The stealth mode is fantastic as well, like you say, being a bit like the Scramble Storm. There's a lot of ways of increasing the cost of keys just to slow somebody down so that you can steal the tempo. Nice to have the Shadow Council. Not always easiest to get it to fire off, but still. It's a great threat, a card that you can play down just to distract somebody's attention.
Indeed.
From what else you're doing. The Chimera Eclipse can be fantastic as well. For recurring things back. Fidget is great. Have we got anything that the Vinders can hit into? There's only really the Fidget. You wouldn't want to hit the Morpheus or the King can really. You've got to hope your opponent's got something with some damage on it that you can then
Pestering Blow to get 1 to ping a ward, say. Then you can next turn play the Gargantua Scrapper and maybe get that Earthshaker from last video. Better go watch that. To get it down to 1 health. And then do the J Vinder or A Vinder.
But this looks like a fun deck to play. It's a shame there's no Ronnie to go with that hit and run, but still a very useful card for recurring something from play to play back down, especially if you've got Cyphers Morpheus down and you've already played Kirby, for example, to do something, or the Flaxia.
Yes, the
then
Flaxia.
You can Hugger Mugger to damage a creature, turn the Flaxia to hand, and then play it down on your next turn again.
Or you can hit and run. You can do 2 damage to an opponent's creature. You can return the Hugger Mugger and play it down again just to capture or steal 1 more amber.
Yep, great point, Oscar. Okay, well, this looks like a fun deck. We'll give it a go. Thank you very much for watching. Please do give any feedback in the comments section below. Let us know what you think, but please be kind.
Make sure you like and subscribe, and if you want to get notifications from us, enable the notifications so that you don't miss any new uploads.
Keyboard players, that is time on the rank!